Hello friends, I welcome you in lecture number 1 on theory of probability. In this lecture, we are going to understand the definition of probability. Now, before going for the definition, we have to understand certain terminology to define this definition of probability. So, first we have to understand the meaning of random experiment. We are familiar with the experiment, but random experiment is that type of experiments whose outcomes or results are known in advance. For example, if we consider this experiment, tossing of a fair coin, we are already familiar with this standard example. If we toss a fair coin, then we know that there are two possibilities: either head occurs or tail occurs. So these two are results of this random experiment or outcomes of this random experiment. And we know in advance that when we perform this experiment, we know in advance, that is before performing this random experiment, we know that these two outcomes are possible. That is, results of this experiment are known in advance, but we don't know that exactly which outcome will occur. We don't know the exact result of the experiment, but we know all possible results of the experiment. So that type of experiment is called random experiment, and we are going to consider random experiment in the definition of probability. So the random experiment is that type of experiment whose all possible outcomes or results are known in advance, but exactly which outcome will occur, that is not known in advance. Another example of random experiment is if we are throwing or tossing a fair dice, then we know that there are 6 different possibilities on the upward face of a dice. When we throw it, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 possible outcomes. So these outcomes are also known in advance before performing this experiment, but we don't know that which exact number will appear after throwing a fair dice. So this is another example of a random experiment. Now, once we understand the random experiment, then we can understand the definition of sample space. Sample space means if we are writing all possible results of a random experiment, then we obtain one set. So this set, which is the set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment, is known as sample space of the random experiment. So sample space for this random experiment is the set which contains these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 numbers. Sample space is generally denoted by this symbol capital S. Similarly, for this random experiment, in the sample space we have two outcomes: head denoted by capital H, tail denoted by capital T. So definition of sample space is very easy. The set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment is called a sample space of the experiment, and the sample space is denoted by capital S. Now we know that sample space is nothing but special type of set which contains all possible outcomes of a random experiment. For example, if we consider this sample space for throwing a dice. Now, because sample space is a set, we can discuss about subsets of this sample space. So subsets of sample space are given special name. They are known as events. For example, if I consider this 1, 3 and 5, then 1, 3, 5 is a subset of this sample space. So this is event for this random experiment of throwing a dice. Similarly, I can define so many events here or so many subsets of this sample space. So all these are events. So event means any subset of sample space of a random experiment is called event, and events are denoted by capital letters. We can use E, F or ABC as we wish. So once we are clear about sample space, we can talk about subsets of sample space, and the subset of the sample space of a random experiment is known as event. This is the definition of event. So now what we have understood what is random experiment. Random experiment is that experiment whose all possible outcomes are known in advance, but exact outcome is not known in advance. Then if we are writing the all possible outcomes of a random experiment in a set, then that set is called sample space, and any subset of sample space is called event. And we are going to define probability of event in this sample space. Whenever we have some event, then we can discuss about the chances of that event. So the chance of occurrence of event E is called probability of event E, and that we are going to define. Now before defining probability of event, we have to understand this equally likely outcomes. Equally likely outcomes of a random experiment. When we can say that all the outcomes of a random experiment are equally likely. So for that we again consider the example of tossing a fair coin. We know that there are two possible outcomes, head and tail, and we know that if we are tossing a fair coin, then these two outcomes have equal chances of occurrence. We can say that there is a 50% chance of getting head as well as there is a 50% chance of getting tail. So this type of outcomes are known as equally likely outcomes, and that random experiment is called random experiment with equally likely outcomes. Similarly, if we are tossing a fair dice, then we know that we have equal chances of getting all these 6 numbers on the upward face of a dice. So here also we can say that all these outcomes are equally likely. So this is very important. We are going to define probability for random experiment having equally likely outcomes, and that definition is called classical definition of probability. So here I have written the definition or meaning of equally likely outcomes. The outcomes of a random experiment are equally likely if all outcomes have equal chances of occurrence. Now once we have understood all these things, random experiment, sample space, event, equally likely outcomes, then we can talk about classical definition of probability of event E in a sample space. So what is classical definition? So first requirement is we have a random experiment in which all the outcomes are equally likely. Suppose we have a random experiment in which all the outcomes are equally likely. Now if we have random experiment, we have sample space of that random experiment. Suppose number of elements in this sample space are small n. Now we know that any subset of sample space is called event. So suppose E is event in this sample space and number of elements in this event are small m. Then classical definition of probability is that the probability of event E is equal to number of elements in event E divided by total number of elements in the sample space. So this is the classical definition of probability that I have written systematically here. Consider a random experiment in which outcomes are equally likely. Let capital E be the event in a sample space S of this random experiment, then the probability of event E is denoted by P of E and is defined as probability of E equal to the number of elements in event E divided by the total number of elements in the sample space. Some authors write this as probability of E equal to the number of elements in favor of event E divided by total number of outcomes. So that is also fine. So this definition is known as classical definition of probability, and this definition is having this limitation. We can apply this classical definition of probability for those random experiments in which all the outcomes have equal chances of occurrence or all the outcomes are equally likely outcomes. If outcomes are not equally likely, we cannot apply classical definition of probability. But in our course, we are going to discuss only those type of random experiments in which outcomes are equally likely. So we don't have to check whether our random experiment is having equally likely outcomes or not. We can simply apply this definition for these events. Here I have considered the events for this random experiment. You can see if we consider the random experiment of throwing a fair dice, we have 6 possible outcomes. So this is the sample space of the random experiment of throwing a fair dice, and event is subset of the sample space. Suppose we consider this event having these 3 numbers 1, 3 and 5, and we know that for this random experiment of throwing a fair dice, each number has equal chance of occurrence. Therefore, outcomes are equally likely. So if I want to define or if I want to calculate probability of this event E, then that is equal to number of elements in this event, which is 3, divided by number of elements in this sample space, and our answer is 1 by 2. Similarly, suppose I consider event G equal to only one number, say 1, then G is also an event in this sample space, and probability of G equal to number of elements in G, which is 1, divided by number of elements in this sample space. So P of G is 1 by 6. Similarly, for this sample space, if we are interested in the probability of event that head occurs, then we have only one element in event E. So number of elements in event E divided by number of elements in the sample space. So probability of event E is 1 by 2. So this is very easy definition of probability, and we are going to use this definition throughout the course whenever we require. But this definition is having limitation that outcomes of random experiment must have equal chances of occurrence. In other words, random experiment with equally likely outcomes are required to apply this definition of probability. So I stop here, and we will continue with this theory of probability in upcoming lectures. Thanks for watching.